Well, hello everyone over here. The Ontario Gardener here, back. Yes, it's been like a long time. And I apologize for that. But, you know, sometimes life happens. Sometimes other life happens and stuff and things in life. But those you reached out, the ones that did, thank you. The ones that I haven't gotten back to yet, I'm okay. I'm alive, you know. Everything's, you know, as good as it's gonna get, I guess, for the time being, if you will. That's leaving things very vague. But yeah. So what we left off here, we were gonna go into a remodel day, and the thing is with that is I am not prepared to do remodel day right now. I'm not. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna buzz through, asterisks, parentheses, air quotes. We're gonna try to get through at least one episode just doing normal stuff. I'm not going to touch any of this because I don't think this is set up to do anything with other than take things out of. We're just going to leave all this alone. I know we were starting to get set up to automate all of this, so we would need 4 of these, and I think by the looks of it, where would be the 4th one? Or there's one sticking right here. There's the 4th one. Okay. So that's fine. So we have 4 of those. Let's put this back. Let's put everything back the way it was. Don't have to discount. We have enough money. So the idea is to get 4 conveyor mixers. I think we have enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combiners. 5 is enough. And the idea is to automate the pizza getting the cheese on, and then having the mushroom and having the onion set up somewhere else. I don't remember where. We are rocking the metal table business, so we don't have any chips. We don't have any sweet corn. We're not going to get another card for 2 more days, and we have 5 days until we get our group sizes to go up. But we could very easily turn this into 7. We have 2 tables up here. We could put a table down here, or, you know, we can kind of move some of this around. Now, the unfortunate thing is once you hit group sizes of 7, it really screws this, because 2 of these gives you 6. 3 of them will give you 8, but 3 of them will also give you 7. So you're kind of screwed there, I guess, a bit. Screwed's not the right word. We shouldn't talk that way. We have our teleporters. I think the idea behind that was to set something up with teleporters, because we have a teleporter here. We have 2 here that aren't doing anything. I got to remember. I got to look back. I haven't looked back through the episodes, so I'm not really sure where my thought was at. I know it was going to be automation. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to do a quick PM, quick practice mode, just to make sure everything is still running properly. I know I got to do this and do this and do this, boom, 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 and then start slapping pizzas, right? We can have 3, we can have 2 cooked and 1 raw. They have change orders, so we got to remember the order changing. We have tons of plates. We're ready to go here. So the corn and the chips, which are the desserts, which are the sides, mean nothing. We have our ice cream here, which is fine. So I think we should just try it out and see what happens. It's been a long time since I've done anything here, guys. That is for sure. Let's try to get some of these paisans going. I think what I did before is I wanted to get at least 2 of everything going, because you buzz through the pizza pretty quickly. I do wish, see, they also changed their order. So that's also something that we have to keep in mind, and also keep in mind the fact that we have metal tables and we have instant ordering. So let's just rock and roll here. All right, we got any planes? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the shrooms down. Ooh, shrooms here. We have groups. Yeah, group size are 6. 6 to 6. Doot. This one done. Now remember, we do have double helpings, or whatever you want to call it. Well, I guess that is what you call it. We have tons and tons of, we have another Ches, tons of coffee tables, so we're fine that way with how groups are coming in. That should be it. Let's get a couple more paisans going. And now remember, they're not going to sit down until the last, oops, that doesn't go there, until the table is cleared, which kind of gives us a little bit of bonus time. I don't know if you want to look at it that way, as like a bonus time, but it gives you a little bit of time. 1, 2. As far as on the desks, I don't really think we're looking for anything. I don't really know. And again, you can for those you can serve over the countertops. It doesn't. You can serve over the countertops. I don't know why I had to say that twice, but you can. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now, as far as like I said about the automation, we will get there. I just have to kind of get used to playing again because it's been so long. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, of course. But that's real life, reality. Now, I do like the fact that the dishes don't get pulled right away because it gives me time to do this stuff. You know what I mean? All right, we got 3, and we got 3 and 3. Look at that. Now, I do wish I could go faster. Everything's about speed, you know. Oh, we haven't had anybody wanting dessert yet either, which is kind of odd. So, yeah, the good part about having this automated eventually is the fact that I don't have to make cheese pizzas anymore. The cheese or the Cheddar pizzas, they're going to be made for us. And all we have to do is then, take them in, turn them into, put them on the cookers, basically. Now, I don't remember if I was planning on doing, you guys can give me a refresher. I don't know if I was planning on doing a full auto, automating all the types, like, completely. I was kind of thinking yes, because I only have one. I only have one prep station. Actually, no, I don't. I have more than one prep station, don't I? Can I see serve that? Because I have a prep stations in over here. See down there, I have prep stations. Okay. So no ice cream yet. No cream of the crop yet. So this is good. It gives me a little time here. Now, the idea was, is there enough space in this place here to automate all 3 of them? And the answer is, I don't know. I might have known it a month ago when we stopped playing, or I should say I stopped playing. But I don't really know if we're set up enough for that. I don't know. I guess we will find out, won't we? Cheese pizza is definitely the #1 seller, and then I'd say onion, and then I'd say the shroom pie. Now, is it just coincidence because that's how things are laid out? Probably. It's probably very much coincidence, because coincidences aren't, oh, we have ice cream. Aren't reality. This one. Oh, I screwed that up. Don't I have a bin somewhere? I thought I had a bin. This one. This one. That's it. Okay, they can order double. Where's the bin at? It's up. No, the wall. Yeah, it's up. It's up here. I should get it out, I guess, but it's okay. Buckwheat. I mean, I got blueprint desks everywhere. Holy jeez, I had no idea I had so many. I have some up in the top left there. You see them taken away. There's 2 there. There is 3 down here. Like I honestly don't need any. And I know some people really are hardcore on making sure you always have your blueprint cabinets and your blah 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 and your and all this other stuff. But I don't care, man. Old school, man. I get what I get, or get what I need, or need what whatever. I don't know how to talk. It's been a while since I talked to you guys. I'll give you a life update. That's semi makes sense. Today is Sunday, April 13th. 1 week from today is Easter. So pre-Happy Easter to those who celebrate. And those who don't, I can still wish you Happy Easter. You can just say, I don't celebrate it. And that's that. Flower pots. See, this is where flower pots would be good here, but flower pots are freaking lame, man. Lame sauce. Yeah, so life update. I'm still in school. I actually finish at the end of this coming week, at the time of the recording, at least. I'll be finished on Thursday, so I guess 4 days from, the recording of this, I'll be actually, that's it, I don't have to do anymore, I'll be finished, which is good. It's been a pretty stressful semester. I passed, even though I have a couple exams to do yet, I've passed everything. We don't need any of this stuff, we're not doing any, I just want to keep on rolling here. I don't need anything. We're just gonna let's bang it out here. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've already passed all my courses. I have a couple exams that still need to be graded. Even if I fail, I forgot to bring the bin up. That's okay. even if I fail them or get a very lousy grade, I believe mathematically I'm still gonna pass the semester, which is good. And I know some people may say, oh no, you got to strive to get A's. You got to, and it's funny because I was actually talking to one of my professors. Most of these, well, not most, well, yeah, most of them. No, they all are my age or slightly older. I was talking to one about grades and getting 100, and he's like, what? At the end of the day, it's companies aren't going to ask you if you got 100% on your math exams. They're going to say, did you pass your courses? And if you said yes, then the answer is yes. Then you did, and that's what they want to know. They're not going to care about a GPA. I mean, I don't know any jobs that I've looked at so far, even just to kind of test the waters. None of them have said, oh, you need a GPA of 3.8. No, because I don't think, and I also think it's because these days, you can't discriminate against someone if they have a 3.8 or a 2.8, right? Because that would be discrimination. I don't know. I maybe just be talking out my butt here because I don't really know how it works in Canada. Because ever since I've been here in Canada, I've always either been in school way early on or I've been at the farm. So I've been self-employed. So I worked for nobody. I worked for myself in a sense. So I don't know the rules. I haven't had a real job here, man. But obviously that'll be changing very soon. All right, let's just bang out. I wish the Rapido mixer was even faster because I can still kind of out pull it a little bit. And the funny thing about it, I keep saying pull it and stuff because I've started looking into. I know World of Warcraft Classic has been out now for quite a few years. It's not new, but I never played Classic. I'm trying to think of the last time I actually played. So I played it, Mists of Pandaria, and then was it World of Warlords of Draenor or Worlds of Draenor or whatever was the next one, where you could be a level 120 or something or 130. All I remember I think it was the Mists of Pandaria. Maybe I'm wrong with it was the Maelstrom or whatever, and it was this big crazy thing. And then I took a break. That's usually how I play World of Warcraft. I can't just play it on and on and on for hours and hours and weeks, and I just don't. I get burned out with stuff like that because I like PvE, player versus environment. I don't like PvP. I've never been good at it. I used to play Dark Age of Camelot back in the early 2000s, and I was never good at PvP because I never had the gear, I never had this, and a lot of it's just about time. How much time have you spent playing, or how much time do you devote to it? And I never could devote because I had a full-time job back in those days. It didn't really work out like some of my real life buddies. They had tons of characters that were level 50, and they were raiding and they were doing all these things. And I would tag along when I could, but I could never compete one-on-one against someone or whatever. Even in the battlegrounds, it was never my play style. So I like PvE. Now I know. So the point I'm getting at is I had in World of Warcraft. I've had a character. I think it was a priest. Was my highest one, and then they it all stopped. For those of you who know World of Warcraft, you'll know what I'm talking about. There was it rebooted back to. I'm not sure if that was. Mists of Pandaria was the pandas. What the heck was that? What was that? What was that class called? The ones with when you could be the panda. Oh, monkey dunk, monks. I actually have 6 blueprint cabinets, blueprint desks. The monks, right? And I think after that, I'm not sure what happened. This Cataclysm, screwed that. Cataclysm was well before that. And, I don't know, I took a break, and then everything got reset, right? And then when you joined, you could do the BFA, the Battle for Azeroth, so you could play all the old zones, but it would scale to your level or something. Remember? Does that ring a bell? I mean, maybe that was 10 years ago, but still. So anyway, point being is I haven't played since then. So actually played, and I know we're playing PlateUp right now, but there's not really much I have to say about PlateUp anymore. I've said everything I need to say about it. But I'm just saying about other games, I was thinking, I'd like to play World of Warcraft, just play I mean, you got to pay for it, right? But I mean, heck, who doesn't spend $15 a month on something that you don't really need? I think that's what it is, $15 a month. Maybe. Ooh, shoot, I have no pizza. Maybe it's like 17 or 18 Canadian. I don't know. I'm jibber jabbering here. I ain't got no pizza, baby. It's all right. We'll fix it. We'll fix it right up. So anyway, I thought about getting back into playing that maybe, and I don't know about recording. I don't know how that would record. I mean, it would record fine. I just don't know if people would watch it. Just leveling it and doing classic, like the classic mode. Going through. I always like playing the Horde. Going to the Barrens and the Crossroads, and like I played World of Warcraft beta back in, I think, was that 2005 maybe? No, it had to have been before that. 2003? I don't know when it came out originally, but I remember playing it and it was cool. And I always like playing a hunter. I mean, I played other classes like a mage and a priest, a holy priest or something. I don't know if that rings a bell. I always like playing hunter. I always like ranged characters. All right, this day is done. Nice. And yeah, but it's like, I get into watching videos like people like, AOE farming, with the mage and all that. I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. Like, to me, that seems cool to me. But I never was, I never had the time to do that. Okay, let's, we're going to keep, we're up to 9 groups now. We're going to keep rolling. We get another card after today. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's just something I've been not dabbling in. I've been thinking about doing it, but when you sign up, then you got to pay, right? And it's like, all right, well, then I want to play. I don't know what classic. I know classics came out years ago, and I know there's classic hardcore, which if you die, your character gets deleted or something, right? And then that's the problem. I end up I get sucked into these rabbit holes of like min-maxing stuff and this and this. And it's like, no, man. And I say that with this game. Full circle brings it right back to this. No, don't just play it the way you want. And I've read things like people say games that you have to pay to play, you should play them however you want. Just because someone on the internet says, oh, no, that's not how you do it. No, just like here, this game. There were lots of times over the years where people say you should do it like this or you're doing it wrong. Did you buy the game from me? No, so then shut up. Now, granted, I'm all for constructive criticism, but I'm the type of person, don't tell me how to do something. What is it? It's like, don't tell me what to do. You don't pay my taxes or whatever. And it's true. It's very true in life. Like not that we're having life lessons here with Ontario, but it's true. It's like, you don't pay my bills. You don't make my dinners. Don't keep your nose clean, right? Or out of it, or whatever you want to say. But anyway, so I thought about playing that again. I did actually, the funny thing, I did start Timberborn, a second series, but then I kind of got sick, because I actually was sick. I had a pretty bad sinus infection or sinus sickness, and then I got over that, and then like 2 days later I ended up getting strep throat and thrush, which is what makes like your tongue white and like your mouth hurt. And I had sores on my tongue and in my mouth, and it's like, and this is weeks ago, and I'm, physically I'm fine now, thankfully, but that spiraled me pretty bad into and plus seasonal. I always end up getting that seasonal depression, the winter blues, as people say, because winter sucks. Especially up here in this part of Ontario this year, it's really, really dragged on. So many like dark and gloomy days, and like it just kills the mood. It just kills people's moods, and it does. And I mean, it's a shame. As I've gotten older over the years, it hits me more and more, or harder every year. I think it's because I have a lot of ambition. Is ambition the right word? I have a lot of things that I want to do, like, as the days or the weeks go on, and then like you can't do them because it's just raining or it's just cold and snowy and just crappy weather, So I got very sick I was sick for probably close to 2 weeks. It took forever for my mouth to heal up, but it's like I'm okay now. And actually today it was around 15 degrees Celsius, and it was nice and sunny. It wasn't very windy, so I actually went for a little hike or a walk, whatever you want to call it, to one of the conservation areas near me. That's the first time I was actually out, kind of in nature and in the woods this whole season since last fall. And, I was only out there for a little over an hour. That's how long, I did the long part of the trail. And it was, I don't know, part of it, I think the part that I did was 2.4 kilometers, and then there was another part that was 0.3, and then there was another point that was like 2.2 or something like that. So a few, 4 kilometers or whatever. I always say it's better than nothing. And I came home, and I still had some of my Christmas lights up outside. Don't blink, don't hate on me, but I did. And so I got all them taken down. I got a brand new tote. I like totes in an organization, totes that you get from Home Depot. I'm not sure what they call totes in other parts of the world, like overseas. Bins with lids, plastic. I don't know. I call them totes. That's what they're called. But so I got a fresh. I've only had one group had ice cream, and so I went and I had one in my basement, fresh, brand new. So wrapped all the lights up properly. Wrapped up all the cords. Got everything ready. Put it in a tote. So next year, when next year rolls around, guess what? I bring that exact tote out, and that's all I got to do. Everything, like the cords I've used are in there. The any sort of like not jumper, but I'm trying to think how you would call it, like power strip or whatever. They're all in. It's all in the box. My plastic garland that I got from the dollar store, which actually held up very well through the winter. I was very surprised. That's in the box. It's just that way because you typically when you have a house. Now I don't own it. I don't own my house. I rent. But typically, if you have a house, and you decorate, whether you own it or otherwise, you usually decorate the same way every year, like outside. Sometimes you buy it, you get new things, and sometimes things break and you gotta replace it or whatever. But generally speaking, if you have a set amount of railings and little trees to put lights on, you do the same thing. At least I do. 2 groups left. Now we do have the 9th group now, so we got to pay attention to that a bit. Yeah, the pulling of the dishes are a little bit annoying, but I think we're fine. Of course we're fine. This one. So now we do have the order changing, which is called personalized weighting here. I know I'm jumping all over the place with topics here, but it's okay. That's what you guys like listening to. Jibber jabber all freaking night. Ice cream? Man. And yeah. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, I went for a walk. Winter blues, depression, whatever, sadness, and I had a rough couple months. And even while I was still playing this game, I had a rough couple months. They want ice cream. So, but you know what? That's life. And you either make the best of it or you don't. I mean, there really isn't any other options. And I'm in a better mental state right now. I'm still by myself. I'm still not seeing anybody. I don't have actually I might be able to get away with just this today. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm not seeing anybody. Trying, but haven't really had much luck on the dating scene. Crap. What did I do here? Haven't had much luck thus far. Which hey, dang it. They want more. Do they want more? Or do they just? Oh, good. They just want ice cream. Ooh, okay. Trying to buzz through this. Done. All right. Nice. Good day. So, man, that. Okay. Double ice cream. That's a first. That is a first. There we go. All right. Good. And so I was saying, yeah. So dating and yeah, it'd be nice to. That's one thing that really, when I don't have my kids, like this weekend, I didn't have my kids this weekend. Especially once school ends, they're gonna have some days that I'm by myself a lot. So yeah, it'd be nice to have a companion. But hey, that's the way it works. Crap. Okay, so I mean, obviously we're not doing apple pies, not a chance. Now, granted, no, because you got to par bake them. That's such a freaking pain. Huh. Yeah, well, we got to go Splash Zone. We're not really creating any messes that affect us. So Splash Zone, I mean, I would have loved to get a side. Mashed potatoes, broccoli. What else do we have as a side? We have roast potatoes or baked potatoes would be a good side. What else? We have corn potatoes, broccoli. What other sides are there? I don't even know. I think there's like 5, right? Onion rings. We're going to go Splash Zone. But speaking of any of that, we're up to 10 groups, by the way. So yeah, what's our bottleneck here? Guess what it is? As always, just take a wild guess. Dun dun dun. It's this. Dishes. Dishes are the bottleneck. So we may have to get into a zone here where we pull dishes this way too and push them up and then feed them into this. Or if anything, have a corner grabber here going into a dish rack, which we have, going to another corner grabber, going in, you know what? Crap. I mean, we're still okay. We have 3. We're still, let's try, what do we have here, by the way? This is clean. I don't know why I'm looking at this because I'm not buying any of this. All this. However, now this isn't a bad thing either, though, to make them finish eating immediately. But the problem we have, though, right, is not. It's not. We don't have leisurely eating. The issue is always, everybody, is freaking dishes. When you're playing solo, dishes are your number one problem. Number one problem. When you're playing with 2 people, we'll know because someone could just be standing here doing freaking dishes, you know. But anyway, guys, yeah, give you the once over about how my life is doing. We'll continue as we play, but I wanted to get a fresh episode out. I can't promise there's going to be an episode out tomorrow. Actually, probably every other day, so maybe on Wednesday. Can't promise because I am going away for Easter break with my kids. So there'll be some postponement there. But in any case, I'm going to try to get back to doing regular videos for you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. Would be much appreciated. And if you're enjoying this series, like I am, or any other series on my channel, hit that subscribe button, tick the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything. See, I didn't forget my sign off. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around, by the way.